Hello everybody and welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Melissa and I'm so glad you could tune in for this week's Toddler Time. Are you ready to get started? We are going to start with our welcome song. You ready? Here we come now to story time, to story time, to story time. Here we come now to story time so early in the morning. And this is the way we clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. This is the way we clap our hands so early in the morning. And this is the way we stomp our feet, stomp our feet, stomp our feet. This is the way we stomp our feet so early in the morning. And this is the way we wave hello, wave hello, wave hello. This is the way we wave hello so early in the morning. All right, so next it is time for our first story for today. And today's first story is called Soup for One. And it is by Ethan Long. Tee-hee-hee, some soup for me. Shoo, fly, shoo, it's not for two. I hope you see, it won't seat three. No more, no more, it won't hold four. I won't survive if there are five. I'm in a fix, look out for six. Oh, good heavens, not soup for seven. Great, just great. Here comes eight. I hate to dine in groups of 9. Not again. Now there are 10. Can we count all 10 bugs in the soup? Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 bugs in our soup. Alert! Alert! Uh-oh, the lizard's coming. It must be his bowl of soup. Slurp! Uh-oh, he wants dessert. That lizard might try to eat those bugs. And there they go. But what's this up here? There's a spider. And our spider's saying, finally, they're done. Soup for one. The end. All right, so next we are gonna sing a song together. Ready? We've got our pot here for our soup, and we're gonna make some soup together while we sing. You ready? The soup is boiling up. The soup is boiling up. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is boiling up. Now it's time to add some things to our soup. Let's see. First, let's add, do you know what this is? Let's add some carrots. Now we add some carrots. Now we add some carrots. Stir slow, around we go. Now we add some carrots. But we need a few more things for our soup. So let's see. Do you know what this is? We've got some corn. Ready? Now we add some corn. Now we add some corn. Stir slow, around we go. Now we add some corn. But our soup's not done yet. Let's see. This one's a little tricky. You know what this is? We have some celery. Let's add that to our soup. Now we add some celery. Now we add some celery. Stir slow, around we go. Now we add some celery. All right, we have one more thing to add to our soup. Are you ready? Do you know what this is? Kind of looks like an apple, but it's not an apple. It's a tomato. Now we add a tomato. Now we add a tomato. Stir slow, around we go. Now we add a tomato. The soup is ready now. The soup is ready now. Stir slow, around we go. The soup is ready now. Here, let's taste some. Go. That's good soup. All right, so now it's time for our second story for today. And this story is called Froggy Eats Out. And this story is by Jonathan London. It was almost dinner time, and Froggy was hungry. He sat in the kitchen and dreamed about burgers and flies. Then he hopped up and looked for something to eat. He looked in the cabinet, slam. He looked in the fridge, slam. He looked in the oven, bang. "Mom," yelled Froggy, "there's nothing good to eat." "Froggy," called his mother. "What?" "Did you forget? It's our anniversary. We're going out to eat." "Hooray!" sang Froggy. "Let's go." "First, you have to get dressed up, dear. We're going to a fancy restaurant." So Froggy flopped to his bedroom. Flop, flop, flop. He slipped off his shirt, unzipped his pants, took off his shoes, pulled off his socks, and he even changed his underwear with a zap of elastic. Then he tugged on his best pants, zip, buttoned up his best shirt, zup, 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 pulled on his best socks, zoop, pulled up his best shoes, zoop, and tied them up, twit, twit. Then he put on his best bow tie, zap, and flopped out to show his mom and dad. Flop, flop, flop. "You look very handsome, dear," said his mother, "but you forgot to wash." "Oops," said Froggy. So he went to the bathroom and washed his hands and face. Splash, splash, splash. He used lots and lots of water, but only a little bit of soap. Then he dried off with a towel, zoop, and looked at himself in the mirror. He thought he was kind of cute. "Froggy," called his father. "What?" "Time to go," said his dad, and off they flopped to the restaurant. Flop, flop, flop. At the restaurant, Froggy's eyes grew big and round. There were glowing candles, flowers in vases, and tablecloths as white as snow. "This is a fancy restaurant," said Froggy. "Yes," said his mother. "So remember, be neat, be quiet, and don't put your feet on the table." When they were seated, Froggy said, "I'm hungry, let's eat." "First we have to order, dear," said his mother. "I want a hamburger," said Froggy. "No hamburgers here," said his father. When the waiter handed him a menu, Froggy opened it and knocked over a glass of water. Crash! "Oops," said Froggy. "Oh, Froggy," said his mother, "remember what I told you?" "I know," said Froggy. "Be neat, be quiet, and don't put your feet on the table." But it was hard to be neat and quiet. He fidgeted, he shook salt on his hand and licked it. He banged his spoon on the table, bang, bang, bang. Then he hit it hard on the tip of the spoon and it flipped it right into the waiter's head. Bonk. After the waiter finally came and took their orders, they waited and waited and waited. Froggy pulled petals off of flowers, he blew on the candle, he sucked on sugar cubes and ice cubes. Then he hopped up and flopped around the restaurant, flop, 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 singing, "Be neat, be quiet, and don't put your feet on the table." "Froggy," called his father. "What?" "Please sit down now." Froggy sat down. Finally, dinner was served. Froggy stuck his fork into a huge plate of spaghetti and sucked some up. Slurp! And sucked some up. It was fun. So he slurped up some more. Slurp, slurp, slurp. And that's when he saw Froggalina. She was sitting with her parents. "Hi, Froggy," called Froggalina. "Who's that pretty girl, Frog?" asked his mother. Froggy was so embarrassed he ducked beneath the tablecloth and pulled and pulled and pulled till his spaghetti and fly sauce landed smack on his head. Splat! "Whoops," cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. "Happy anniversary," he croaked. "What a mess," cried his father. "Oh, Froggy," said his mother. Froggy scooped spaghetti out of his face and said, "I know. Let's eat out at a Fast Fly's place. Good idea, said his mother. Let's go, said his father, and together they leapfrogged all the way there. Flop, flop, flop. While they were all ate burgers and flies, munch, munch, munch. The end. All right, so next for today, we are gonna play a game. And this game is called the Wiggle Worm game. So for this game, we're gonna go through different types of fruit and you have to guess what they are. So do you know what this one is? This is a strawberry. But when we get to a worm, you're gonna wiggle like a worm. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Are you ready? Let's see. We've got some cherries. And this is a pear. And this is a carrot like we added to our soup. And we've got some more cherries. Uh-oh, wiggle worm, wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, let's see what's next. Next we have a pineapple. And now there's an orange. And we've got a bunch of grapes. And now there's a banana. And now we've got an apple. Uh-oh, wiggle worm, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Let's see, what's our next thing? We've got more cherries and another pear and a pineapple. And we've got a carrot and a pear. Ooh, and now we've got a slice of watermelon. Uh-oh, wiggle worm, wiggle, 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 wiggle like a worm. Let's see. And now there's an orange and a strawberry. And we have a yellow banana. Uh-oh, wiggle worm, wiggle, 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 wiggle like a worm. Let's see, what else is next? We've got an apple. And some purple grapes. And we've got a pink slices watermelon. And a red strawberry. Uh-oh, wiggle worm! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle! Wiggle, wiggle! Let's see, what's next? Some cherries. And a green pear. And an orange carrot. And 2 red cherries. And uh-oh, wiggle worm, wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, so now it is time for our last story for today. And this story is called If You Give a Cat a Cupcake by Laura Numeroff. Right. If you give a cat a cupcake, he'll ask for some sprinkles to go with it. When you give him the sprinkles, he might spill some on the floor. Cleaning up will make him hot, so you'll give him a bathing suit and take him to the beach. He'll want to go in the water and build a sand castle too. Then he'll look for seashells. He'll find a few other things as well. He'll put them in his pail and try to pick it up, but it'll be too heavy. He'll decide he needs to work out at the gym. First, he'll warm up on the treadmill. Then he'll lift a weight or two. He might even try a karate class. After the gym, he'll want to go to the park. When you get there, he'll see the rocks. He'll climb as high as he can go. At the top, he'll see the lake. He'll want you to take him rowing. He'll be the captain and you'll have to row. Then he'll notice the merry-go-round and he'll want to go for a ride. He'll want you to go for a ride too. You'll choose the horse with the purple mane and he'll get on the whale. The whale will remind him of the Science Museum. He'll ask you to take him there. First, he'll find the dinosaurs. Then he'll visit the Hall of Apes. When the museum closes, you'll be the last to leave. On the way home, you'll pass by the beach. You'll help him gather all of his things. Then he'll want to race you. When you get home, he'll empty the sand from his shoes. He might spill some on the floor. Seeing the sand on the floor will remind him of the sprinkles. He'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him some sprinkles, he'll want a cupcake to go with them. The end. All right, so that was our last story for today. So now we just have our goodbye song. Are you ready? Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll our hands around and wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.